When it comes to the assessment of it, course and exam are two different things. They are not, simply put, we don't teach a course to make somebody pass the exam. Now, how about exam? How difficult it is, or how special it is? Certification exams from Red Hat are performance based. Uh, there are not even one single examination which asks a question, and the learner will have to read the question and understand something from the way the question is presented and choose an option from multiple options which are given, which could possibly be the right answer. No, it's not a multiple choice based exam. All exams are performance based. Now, the difficulty of the tasks which is, or the test which is performed, or which is being done in every exam, it depends on the difficulty level of the technology, the expertise level on which you are tested on. Maybe a level 1 system administrator exam may not be that complicated when compared with a level 4 performance tuning, uh, uh, an operating system performance tuning certification, right? So that depends on what level of expertise is being tested, what level of skill is being tested. But no matter what level, be it level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, the certification exams are all performance based. Now, what's the big deal about it, right? If you may think so, it's actually a big deal. Um, think about it. Even though you know that I'm again taking the example of user administration, which is one of the major responsibilities of a system administrator who manages a data center. Now, we may know that there is a command which can be used. There are some options or flags which can be used along with that command to create a user in a specific way. We may have read about it. We may have the soft copies, the PDFs, the user documentation of that tool which is used. But that really doesn't match, or that really doesn't come at par with somebody who says that, hey, take this machine, go create 3 users with such and such usernames, with such and such passwords, with such and such user permissions and rights of access to the operating system, with their home folders at different locations, with a quota set for each of them to consume, let's say, 500 MB of disk space, versus the other guy gets more privileges, maybe to do a bit of system administration or privileged access to the system, and also have a larger quota of system usage. Rather than writing these steps on a piece of paper, how brilliant it would be to ask somebody to give a system and perform that and give it to us. And then we sit and evaluate. Well, all 3 users created, the usernames are matching, the quota settings are working, the folders, the home folders are in the expected locations. Check, 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 all good. This is how performance-based exams work. It's as simple as that. We certify somebody saying that at a level 1 expertise, this gentleman has performed these activities, and not just performed these activities, have performed these activities within, let's say, 90 minutes of time or 180 minutes of time. And that makes the difference, right? So that makes the real difference of performance-based versus mugging something up, putting it in on a paper, write it down, and then somebody reads and analyzes it and says that, reads and evaluates it and says that, well, this guy is a super system administrator. So that is point number 1. These exams provide, as I said, right, multiple competency levels. It could be for a level 1 skill, level 2 skills. It's testing by doing, as I've already told, and it's real world tasks. It's not that simple, straightforward, which is not very hypothetical in nature. So it is more of, you have heard about the Bloom's taxonomy and stuff like that over the last few days. This is more of, understanding, comprehending a situation, analyzing it, and applying it. So I'm sure you would have heard Mr. Nambudri talking about the practical engineers. I would definitely stand by these folks who are really practical engineers who can perform these actions. And being certified, maybe my customer, my enterprise customer, as a prospective employer to this certified professional, at least that person can guarantee that, hey, this level of expertise, skills, I have performed myself, and Red Hat is certified me for doing that. And that's how the assessment works. Now, of course, the last point, it's not easy. Performance-based examination, especially when it is timed, you have to perform these many tasks and you have to score a 70% to pass the examination. That's the passing percentage of scores which we are looking at. On 300, we expect people to have 210, score of 210 to pass the exam. So it's not easy. And I would say, based on my personal experience, these exams would have become easy if the time has been extended for maybe a couple of more hours. That's not how it works. It is timed, and that makes it a little difficult. So it's not easy, and that is why it is still highly regarded in the industry.